Street Fighter, a seminal fighting game series, has left an indelible mark on the gaming industry and popular culture. Since its initial release in 1987, Street Fighter has evolved into a global franchise, captivating millions of fans around the world. Street Fighter, developed by Capcom, was the brainchild of game designer Takashi Nishiyama and artist/illustrator Hiroshi Matsumoto. Released in arcades in 1987, the game set the foundation for what would become an iconic franchise. The original Street Fighter introduced the groundbreaking concept of one-on-one competitive fighting, revolutionizing the gaming landscape. With its unique control scheme and high-energy combat, Street Fighter allowed players to assume the roles of martial artists from around the world, competing in a global tournament. This provided a diverse and culturally rich in-game experience, which resonated with players and contributed to the series' enduring appeal. Street Fighter's gameplay mechanics were a key factor in its success. The player controlled their character using a joystick for movement and an array of buttons for attacking, blocking, and special moves. Each character possessed a distinct set of moves and combat techniques, requiring players to learn and master their preferred character's abilities. The game introduced special moves, such as Ryu's famous Hadouken, Fireball, and Dragon Punch, which could be executed through specific joystick and button combinations. These moves added depth to the gameplay, rewarding skilled players with powerful attacks. The concept of special moves became a defining feature of the Street Fighter series and a standard in subsequent fighting games. While the original Street Fighter laid the groundwork, it was the release of Street Fighter II in 1991 that truly revolutionized the fighting game genre. Street Fighter EI refined and expanded upon its predecessor's mechanics, introducing a roster of diverse characters, improved graphics, and enhanced gameplay. One of Street Fighter II's key innovations was the addition of 8 playable characters, each with their own unique fighting style, backstory, and special moves. The inclusion of multiple playable characters increased replayability and allowed players to find their preferred fighting style and strategy. Street Fighter II also introduced the concept of combo attacks, enabling players to string together a sequence of attacks for devastating effects. This mechanic added depth to the gameplay, requiring precise timing and execution. The introduction of combo attacks elevated the competitive aspect of Street Fighter II and became a defining feature in subsequent fighting games. Street Fighter II's release solidified its place in gaming history and ignited a global phenomenon. The game's addictive gameplay and intuitive controls captured the attention of arcade-goers and console players alike. Street Fighter II became a social experience, as players would gather in arcades, cafes, and homes to compete against each other, honing their skills and engaging in friendly rivalries. The game's success also spawned a competitive community, with organized tournaments and professional players emerging worldwide. Street Fighter II became a fixture in the growing esports scene, showcasing the game's deep mechanics and high-level play. This competitive aspect further elevated Street Fighter II's cultural impact and cemented its position as a true gaming classic. Street Fighter's legacy extends beyond its initial releases. The franchise has seen numerous sequels, spin-offs, and adaptations across various platforms. Each subsequent installment added new characters, refined gameplay mechanics, and pushed the boundaries of graphics and technology. Notable entries include Street Fighter IV, Third Strike 1999, which further expanded the roster and introduced new gameplay mechanics, and Street Fighter IV 2008, which rejuvenated the series and introduced a 3D graphical style while retaining the classic 2D gameplay. Street Fighter V 2016 continued the franchise's evolution, emphasizing online multiplayer and community-driven content. The game aimed to create a more accessible experience for both casual and competitive players, strengthening the competitive scene and fostering a dedicated player base. Street Fighter's history and origins have undoubtedly shaped the fighting game genre, leaving an indelible mark on the gaming industry. The series' groundbreaking gameplay mechanics, diverse character roster, and cultural impact have established Street Fighter as a gaming phenomenon. From its humble beginnings to its status as a competitive sports title, Street Fighter has evolved and adapted over the decades, maintaining its relevance and captivating new generations of gamers. With its enduring legacy, Street Fighter continues to inspire and influence the design of fighting games, solidifying its place as a true gaming legend and a testament to the power of innovative game design.